The information provided in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute professional marketing, legal, or financial advice. Email marketing involves compliance with various international laws, including but not limited to the CAN-SPAM Act in the United States, GDPR in Europe, and CASL in Canada. Let's look at a case study of a small e-commerce brand that transitioned from a social-heavy strategy to an email-first strategy using a lean toolset. Historically, brands that rely solely on algorithmic discovery find that their reach fluctuates wildly based on platform updates. When one major social network changed its algorithm last year, organic reach for many small businesses dropped by over 60% overnight. However, brands that had spent that same time building an independent email list saw zero drop in their ability to reach their core customers. By using a tool like Sender, they were able to automate their welcome sequences and nurture leads while they slept, effectively decoupling their revenue from the whims of a Silicon Valley boardroom. In this first part of our masterclass, we are laying the foundational understanding of why your choice of tool matters more than you think. It is not just about the price point, it is about deliverability. If you send an email and it lands in the promotions tab or, heaven forbid, the spam folder, your ROI is zero. Historically, free tools have struggled with deliverability because they often share IP addresses with low-quality senders. We are going to explore how Sender maintains a high reputation and what you need to do during the setup process to ensure your messages actually reach the inbox. This involves technical concepts like SPF, DKIM, and MARC records. Do not let those acronyms intimidate you. We are going to break them down into simple step-by-step actions that even a complete technophobe can follow. Furthermore, we need to address the psychology of the inbox. Why does email still work when every other platform feels crowded? It is because the inbox is a personal environment. When someone gives you their email address, they are giving you a key to their digital home. If you barge in with loud, obnoxious sales pitches, they will kick you out. But if you enter with value, solving their problems and providing insight, you build a level of trust that no like or follow can ever replicate. Sender provides the templates and the design flexibility to ensure that your first impression is professional, clean, and aligned with your brand's visual identity. We are also going to look at the data behind the free forever model. Many viewers ask, how can they afford to give away so much for free? It is a valid question. The potential outcome of a freemium model is that as your business grows using their free tools, you will eventually become a power user who requires their paid features, such as SMS marketing or higher volume limits. It is a partnership model rather than a predatory one. By the end of this 10-part series, you will not just know how to use Sender, you will understand the underlying principles of email marketing that apply across any platform. You will understand how to craft subject lines that demand to be clicked, how to structure an email for maximum conversion, and how to use data to constantly iterate and improve. This is not a set it and forget it tutorial. This is a masterclass designed for those who are serious about building a sustainable, long-term business. We are going to dive into the dashboard, we are going to build out your first campaign from scratch, and we are going to look at the analytics to see what is actually working. Whether you are a local service provider, an aspiring influencer, or an e-commerce giant in the making, the principles we cover here are universal. The US market is more competitive than ever, and the cost of customer acquisition is skyrocketing. Email is the hedge against that rising cost. As we move through this series, keep one thing in mind: the best time to start an email list was 10 years ago, but the second best time is today. We are going to ensure that you start correctly, avoid the common pitfalls that lead to high unsubscribe rates, and build a list that is not just a collection of names, but a community of loyal advocates for your brand. In the next segment, we will begin the actual walkthrough of the Sender interface, starting with the account creation process and the critical warm-up phase that most beginners skip, often to the detriment of their future deliverability. We are going to show you exactly how to navigate the initial setup to ensure the platform's algorithms recognize you as a high-quality, legitimate sender from day one. Would you like me to continue with part 2 of the script, focusing on the account setup and the initial dashboard walkthrough? To begin this technical deep dive into the initial setup, imagine a business owner named Alex based in Austin, Texas. It is early 2026, and Alex has spent the last year building a community around artisanal, sustainably sourced coffee. He has a few hundred followers on various social platforms, but he realizes that every time the algorithm shifts, his engagement numbers fluctuate like the stock market. Alex knows that to stabilize his business, he needs a direct line to his customers. He chooses Sender because, as we established, The potential outcomes for a small business using a high deliverability free tool are significantly better than staying stuck in the social media churn. When Alex first lands on the sender website, the process begins with a standard sign-up. But there is a nuance here that most beginners miss. You are not just creating a username and password. You are establishing a sender identity that will be scrutinized by every major internet service provider from Gmail to Outlook. In the 2026 digital landscape, these providers have implemented even more stringent AI-driven filters to protect users from unsolicited mail. Therefore, when Alex enters his business email address, he avoids using a generic Gmail or Yahoo account. Historical trends show that emails sent from a custom domain, such as alex@hiscoffeeshop.com, have a much higher probability of reaching the primary inbox compared to those sent from free webmail addresses. This is because a custom domain serves as a baseline for trust. Once Alex confirms his email, he is ushered into the onboarding wizard. This is where Sender begins to differentiate itself. The platform asks for a physical mailing address. While some might find this intrusive, it is actually a critical legal requirement under the CAN-SPAM Act in the United States. Providing a valid physical address is a foundational step in proving to the global mail servers that you are a legitimate entity and not a bot operating from a hidden location. Alex enters his shop address in Austin, ensuring that every piece of communication he sends will be legally compliant from the very first second. Now, let us move into the most technical and most vital part of the dashboard setup: domain authentication. This is the stage where many beginners give up, but it is exactly where you will win. Inside the Sender dashboard, Alex navigates to the settings gear icon and looks for the domain verification section. To the uninitiated, the terms SPF, DKIM, and DMARC sound like jargon, but they are the digital passports for your emails. Think of DKIM, or Domain Keys Identified Mail, as a unique digital signature that is attached to every email Alex sends. When a customer receives an email, their provider looks at this signature to verify that the message was truly sent by Alex and hasn't been intercepted or modified by a third party. To set this up, Sender provides Alex with a specific text string called a name record. Alex must then go to his domain registrar, whether that is GoDaddy, Namecheap, or Google Domains, and paste this record into his DNS settings. Next is SPF, or Sender Policy Framework. Imagine if Alex had a list of authorized delivery drivers for his coffee shop. If someone showed up claiming to be a driver but their name was not on the list, the customer would be right to be suspicious. SPF works the same way. It is a list of IP addresses and services that are authorized to send email on behalf of your domain. By adding Sender's SPF record to his DNS settings, Alex is telling the world that he has officially authorized Sender to handle his mail. Finally, in 2026, DMARC has become a non-negotiable standard for anyone serious about inbox placement. DMARC stands for Domain-Based Message Authentication, Reporting, and Conformance. It provides instructions to the receiving mail server on what to do if the SPF or DKIM checks fail. By setting a basic DMARC policy, Alex is providing a final layer of security that signals to Gmail and Outlook that he is a professional sender who takes security seriously. Historical trends in the industry indicate that accounts with fully authenticated domains see an average increase in deliverability of 20 to 30% compared to those that skip these steps. After the technical heavy lifting is done, Alex is greeted by the Sender dashboard overview. The interface is designed for high-speed navigation. On the left-hand side, he sees the primary menu: dashboard, subscribers, campaigns, automations, and reports. The main dashboard view provides a bird's-eye view of his account health. In 2026, Sender has integrated a predictive analytics widget that shows his estimated reach based on current subscriber engagement levels. One of the first things Alex notices is the account health meter. This is a dynamic score that fluctuates based on his sending habits. If Alex were to suddenly upload a list of 10,000 purchased email addresses and blast them all at once, this meter would plummet, and his account would likely be flagged for manual review. This is why the warm-up phase is essential. Even though Sender allows up to 2,500 subscribers for free, Alex starts by importing a small, high-quality list of his most loyal customers, people he knows will open and interact with his content. By starting small and gradually increasing his volume, he demonstrates to the mailbox providers that his content is wanted. This gradual increase is a case study in how to build long-term Sender reputation. As Alex explores the dashboard, he finds the campaigns section. This is the engine room where he will eventually build his newsletters and promotional blasts. But before he can send a single campaign, he must understand the subscriber management system. In the US market, especially with the 2026 updates to consumer privacy expectations, how you organize your list is as important as what you send. Alex sees options for segments and tags. A tag might be something as simple as new customer or dark roast lover. A segment, however, is a dynamic group that changes based on behavior. For example, Alex can create a segment for customers who have opened at least 3 emails in the last month but haven't made a purchase. The power of the Sender dashboard lies in its transparency. In the Reports section, Alex can see exactly which links are being clicked and which subscribers are most active. This data allows him to move away from the spray and pray method of marketing and toward a highly targeted strategy. Instead of annoying his entire list with a generic promotion, he can target the specific individuals who are most likely to find the information useful. Imagine if Alex had skipped this setup and just started sending from a basic tool without authentication. Within weeks, his emails would be redirected to the spam folder, his domain would be blacklisted, and his artisanal coffee brand would lose its most effective growth channel. By taking the 30 minutes to properly configure the Sender dashboard, he has built a professional-grade foundation that can scale alongside his business. But having a perfectly configured dashboard is only the beginning. A tool is only as good as the data you put into it. How do you actually get those subscribers into the system without breaking the law or annoying your audience? How do you move your existing contacts from a messy spreadsheet or a different platform into Sender without losing their valuable engagement history? In the next part of this masterclass, we are going to tackle the art and science of subscriber management. We will look at how to import your first list, how to set up lead capture forms that actually convert, and the secret to creating tags that will make your automation feel like a personal conversation with every single customer. If you think the dashboard setup was detailed, wait until you see the strategy behind building a high-conversion subscriber database. The transition from a static dashboard to a living, breathing subscriber list is where the true power of your business begins to manifest. For Alex in Austin, his spreadsheet of past customers and local market signups represents the lifeblood of his coffee brand. But simply having those names is not enough. In 2026, the way you handle subscriber data is the difference between a high-conversion asset and a fast track to being blacklisted by major providers. When Alex navigates to the Subscribers tab in Sender, he is met with a choice: manual entry, copy-pasting, or the most efficient method, a CSV import. Let us walk through the mechanics of a professional import. Alex selects the CSV upload option and selects his file. Immediately, Sender's interface asks him to map his columns. This is a critical step that many rush through. Alex does not just map name and email. He looks at his data and realizes he has a column for last purchase date and another for preferred roast. He creates custom fields in Sender for these specific data points. This historical data is gold. By mapping the preferred roast column to a custom field, Alex is ensuring that when he eventually sends out a blast about a new dark roast, he can specifically target the people who have already expressed an interest in that flavor profile. This level of granularity is a hallmark of high-performing campaigns. However, before the import is finalized, Sender presents a mandatory checkbox regarding permission. In the regulatory environment of 2026, where consumer privacy is a top priority for U.S. citizens, clicking this box is a legal affirmation. Alex confirms that everyone on this list has opted in to receive communications. Historically, the potential outcome for businesses that attempt to bypass this by purchasing lists or scraping emails is a rapid collapse in Sender reputation. If Alex were to import a cold list, the high bounce rates and immediate spam complaints would signal to Sender's automated compliance filters to throttle or even suspend his account. To protect his brand, Alex only imports those who have actively engaged with his coffee shop. Once the import is complete, the next layer of strategy involves tagging. Think of tags as digital sticky notes you attach to every subscriber. Alex creates a tag titled Fall Festival 2025 for the people he met at a local pop-up. He creates another tag called Online Store Customer. The reason this matters is that your subscribers are not a monolith. A person who met Alex in person has a different relationship with the brand than someone who found him through a Google search. By tagging them, Alex can tailor his future messaging. If he is running a local event in Austin, he can filter his list to only email people with the Fall Festival tag, ensuring his national customers in New York or Los Angeles are not being bothered by irrelevant local news. Now let us look at the growth engine, lead capture forms. While the import handles existing contacts, the forms are how Alex will scale his list to that 2,500 subscriber limit and beyond. Inside the sender dashboard, Alex enters the Forms section. He is presented with several options: embedded forms, pop-ups, and standalone landing pages. For his main website, Alex decides to start with an embedded form in the footer and a high-converting exit intent pop-up. Imagine a visitor named Sarah from Seattle lands on Alex's website in 2026. She is interested in sustainable coffee, but is not ready to buy a 5-pound bag just yet. She reads a blog post about brewing techniques, and as she moves her cursor toward the close button on her browser, a pop-up appears. This is where Alex uses a lead magnet. Instead of a generic "join my newsletter" prompt, which historical trends show has an abysmal conversion rate, Alex offers a specific value proposition: the 2026 Guide to Perfect Home Brewing. This PDF guide costs Alex nothing to deliver once it is created, but for Sarah, it is a high-value trade for her email address. The construction of this form in Sender is a drag-and-drop process. Alex keeps the design minimalist to match his brand aesthetic. He knows that in the current digital climate, asking for too much information upfront creates friction. He limits the form to 2 fields: first name and email. Every additional field added to a form historically correlates with a 10% drop in conversion. However, he does add one clever element: a hidden field that automatically tags any subscriber coming through this specific form with the tag guide download. This allows Alex to see exactly how effective his lead magnet is performing in real time. Another advanced feature Alex utilizes is the double opt-in. While it might seem counterintuitive to make people click an extra link to join a list, the potential outcomes for deliverability are massive. When Sarah enters her email, she receives an automated message asking her to confirm her subscription. This ensures that the email address is valid and that Sarah truly wants the content. This single step virtually eliminates the risk of hard bounces and fake email signups, keeping Alex's Sender reputation pristine in the eyes of Gmail's 2026 AI-driven filters. To add even more value, Alex leverages Sender's standalone landing pages. He does not have to be a web developer to do this. He creates a simple, high-impact page dedicated solely to a limited edition coffee bean launch. He uses the URL of this landing page in his social media bios. Because the page is hosted by Sender and optimized for mobile devices, it loads incredibly fast, which is a major factor in conversion for the mobile-first US audience. Consider the case study of a boutique skincare brand that implemented similar segmentation and form strategies. By moving away from a single massive list to 3 distinct segments based on skin type, oily, dry, and combination, they saw a 45% increase in their open rates and a 20% increase in their click-through rates. They weren't sending more emails, they were sending more relevant emails. Alex applies this same logic to his coffee business. He sets up a form specifically for his decaf enthusiasts. Now, when he has a decaf sale, he doesn't annoy his high-caffeine customers. He speaks directly to the people who care most about that product. In the world of email marketing, your list is a garden. Importing is the planting, tagging is the organization, and lead forms are the irrigation system that keeps new growth coming in. Alex now has a clean, segmented, and rapidly growing database. He has bypassed the common beginner mistake of treating everyone the same, and he has built a system that respects both the law and his subscribers' time. But even with the most organized list in the world, your efforts will fail if your emails look like they were designed in 1998. The visual experience of an email is the first thing a subscriber judges. In 2026, with the rise of dark mode, high-resolution mobile displays, and interactive elements, your design must be flawless. How do you create an email that looks like it was designed by a professional agency without spending a dime? How do you ensure your beautiful graphics don't trigger spam filters or slow down loading times? In the next part of this masterclass, we are going to dive into the Sender drag-and-drop builder. We will explore the psychology of layout, the secret to mobile responsive design, and the exact elements you need to include in every campaign to drive clicks. Your list is ready. Now it is time to give them something worth reading. When Alex clicks the Create New Campaign button inside the Sender dashboard in early 2026, he is at a crossroads that defines the success of his digital presence. He is presented with 3 options: the plain text editor, the HTML editor, and the drag-and-drop builder. For a business owner who needs to balance aesthetic appeal with high-speed execution, the drag-and-drop builder is the definitive choice. This interface is the bridge between a raw idea and a professional visual experience that can compete with the largest corporations in the United States. The first thing Alex encounters is the template library. In the digital landscape of 2026, templates have evolved beyond simple layouts. They are now categorized by intent, such as product announcement, re-engagement, or educational newsletter. Alex selects a minimalist, high-contrast template designed for e-commerce. He knows that historical trends in the US market favor clean, airy designs with plenty of white space. Dense, cluttered emails are often associated with low-quality bulk mail and can trigger an immediate delete response from overwhelmed consumers. The anatomy of a high-conversion email begins at the very top with the header. Alex uploads his coffee shop logo, but he avoids the common mistake of making it too large. A massive logo pushes the actual content further down the screen, potentially hiding the primary message below the fold. On modern mobile devices, the fold is extremely high. Alex keeps his logo centered and compact, ensuring that the reader's focus moves quickly to the hero section. The hero section is where the open loop from the subject line is fulfilled. Alex needs an image that captures the sensory experience of his coffee. He drags an image block into the builder and uploads a high-resolution photo of steam rising from a freshly poured cup. However, he is mindful of technical constraints. In 2026, even with widespread high-speed mobile networks, large image files can cause lag in email clients. This lag is a silent killer of engagement. Sender's built-in editor allows Alex to compress the image and add alt text. This alt text is not just for SEO. It is a critical accessibility feature. If a subscriber like Sarah has images turned off to save data, or if she uses a screen reader, she will see the text freshly roasted organic dark beans from Austin instead of a blank box. This keeps the message intact regardless of the technical environment. As Alex moves into the body copy, he applies the F-pattern layout principle. Historical eye tracking studies show that digital readers scan content in a shape resembling the letter F. They read the top horizontal line, then a shorter horizontal line further down, and finally a vertical scan down the left side. Alex places his most impactful headline at the top. Your morning ritual just got an upgrade. He uses a font size of 18 points. In 2026, 12-point or 14-point fonts are considered outdated and difficult to read on high-density mobile screens. By using larger typography and generous line spacing, he ensures that his message is scannable and accessible. Now we reach the most critical element of the design, the call to action or CTA. Alex drags a button element into the center of his email. He does not use a standard blue button. Instead, he chooses a deep forest green that pops against the white background, but remains consistent with his brand's earthy palette. The text on the button is equally important. He avoids high-pressure language. Instead of "by now," which can feel like an immediate financial commitment, he uses "explore the roast." This is a low-friction CTA that invites curiosity. In 2026, the potential outcome of using low-friction language is a higher click-through rate, as it feels more like an invitation and less like a sales pitch. He also ensures the button is large enough to be easily tapped with a thumb, a concept known as the thumb-friendly design. One of the most significant challenges Alex faces in 2026 is the dominance of dark mode. Over 80% of US smartphone users now have dark mode enabled by default. If Alex designs an email with a white background and uses images with hard white borders, the email will look broken when viewed in a dark interface. Sender's Builder includes a dark mode preview tool. Alex uses this to ensure his transparent PNG logo does not disappear against a black background, and that his text colors remain legible. This attention to detail is what separates professional creators from amateurs. Alex then takes his design a step further by using dynamic content blocks. This is where the segmentation we discussed in the previous part comes to life within the design. Alex drags a special block into the email that is only visible to subscribers tagged as Decaf Lover. This block displays a small personalized note. We know you love the flavor without the buzz, so we saved a bag of our new Swiss water processed decaf just for you. For everyone else on the list, this block simply does not appear. This level of personalization makes the email feel like a one-on-one conversation, rather than a mass broadcast. Imagine the impact on a customer when they receive an email that seems to know exactly what they prefer. It builds a level of brand affinity that is difficult to break. Before finalizing the design, Alex turns his attention to the footer. This is not just a place for legal fine print. It is a trust-building area. He includes his physical address in Austin, as required by law, but he also adds social media icons using Sender's social block. He customizes the icons to match his brand colors, creating a cohesive visual experience from top to bottom. He also ensures the unsubscribe link is easy to find. While it may seem counterintuitive to make it easy for people to leave, historical trends suggest that hiding the unsubscribe link leads to more spam complaints, which can permanently damage a sender's reputation. To ensure everything is perfect, Alex uses the send test feature. He sends a copy of the email to his own device and views it on multiple platforms. He checks how it looks in Gmail, how it looks in Outlook, and how it looks on his tablet. He clicks every single link to ensure there are no 404 errors. A single broken link in a promotional email can result in thousands of dollars in lost potential revenue. Consider the case study of a boutique apparel brand in California. They had been sending out emails that were essentially one giant image. When they switched to the modular, text and button approach provided by a drag-and-drop builder, their click-through rate increased by 35%. This is because their content finally became searchable, accessible, and responsive to different screen sizes. Alex is following this exact blueprint for success. He has now created a visual masterpiece that is technically optimized for the 2026 inbox. It is a beautiful, professional, and personalized piece of communication that represents his brand perfectly. But even the most beautiful email in the world is useless if it is sent at the wrong time or to the wrong person. The real magic happens when you stop sending emails manually and start building a system that sends them for you. Alex has the design, but he needs the logic. In the next part of this masterclass, we are moving into the brain of the operation: automations. We will explore how to set up a welcome sequence that turns new subscribers into customers while you sleep, and how to use behavioral triggers to send the right message at the exact moment someone is ready to engage. The era of manual sending is over. It is time to build your automated sales force. The shift from manually hitting the send button to architecting an automated sales force is the moment a hobby transforms into a scalable enterprise. In the landscape of 2026, the potential outcomes for businesses that master automation are significantly higher than those that rely on the sporadic energy of their founders. For Alex in Austin, this is the phase where he moves away from being the guy who sends emails and becomes the architect of a customer journey. When you step into the Automations tab in Sender, you are essentially opening the hood of a high-performance engine. You are no longer just communicating. You are building a system that reacts to human behavior in real time. Imagine Sarah from Seattle, who we met in the previous part. When she enters her email into Alex's lead capture form to download the 2026 Guide to Perfect Home Brewing, a specific chain of events is triggered within Sender. This is known as the trigger. In Sender's automation builder, the first step is always identifying this point of entry. Alex selects Tag Added, Guide Download as his trigger. From this single action, the visual workflow begins to expand. The first note Alex adds is the send email action. Historically, the best practice for a welcome automation is to deliver the promised value immediately. Sarah shouldn't have to wait 5 minutes. She should receive her guide while her interest is at its absolute peak. Inside this first automated email, Alex doesn't just provide a link, he sets the stage. He uses the professional design principles we discussed to create a high-impact delivery message. But the automation does not stop there. This is where most beginners fail. They send one email and hope for the best. Alex, however, understands the potential outcomes of a multi-step sequence. He adds a delay node. In 2026, the pacing of your communication is a delicate science. Alex sets a delay of 24 hours. He knows that sending a second email too quickly can feel intrusive, but waiting a week allows the lead to go cold. After the 24-hour wait, the second email in the sequence is sent. This is the brand story email. Alex shares his journey of sourcing beans from sustainable farms. He isn't selling anything yet. He is building what industry veterans call the know, like, and trust factor. Historical trends in the U.S. market suggest that consumers in 2026 are more likely to support brands with a clear mission and ethical backbone. Now, Alex introduces the most powerful feature in the Sender automation suite: the condition node. This is the if-then logic that makes the system feel intelligent. Alex adds a condition to check if Sarah opened the brand story email. If the answer is yes, the automation moves her down the high engagement path. If the answer is no, the system takes a different approach. For those who didn't open the email, Alex can set a delay of 48 hours and then automatically resend the same email with a different, more curiosity-driven subject line. This simple step can increase total campaign reach by up to 30% without Alex lifting a finger. For Sarah, who did open the email, the automation proceeds to the third step, the soft offer. This email arrives 3 days after she first joined the list. Alex offers her a small introductory discount on her first bag of beans. Because the automation has tracked her journey, this offer feels timely and relevant, rather than like a random promotional blast. This is the essence of behavioral marketing. Let us look at a case study of a mid-sized US retailer specializing in outdoor gear. By implementing a similar 5-part welcome sequence, they observed a potential outcome where their conversion rate from new subscribers increased by nearly 50%, compared to when they only sent a single welcome message. They discovered that their customers often needed 4 to 5 touchpoints before they felt comfortable making their first purchase. Sender allows you to build these touchpoints once, and let them run for every single person who joins your list. Beyond the welcome sequence, Alex explores the abandoned cart automation, which is a cornerstone of e-commerce in 2026. By integrating Sender with his online store, Alex can set a trigger for when a customer adds an item to their cart, but leaves the site without completing the checkout. This is a high-stakes scenario. Historically, nearly 70% of all online shopping carts are abandoned. In the past, recovering these lost sales was a manual and tedious process. With Sender, Alex creates a 2-step recovery flow. The first email goes out 1 hour after abandonment. It is a gentle reminder. Did you forget something? It includes a dynamic block showing the exact product left in the cart. If the customer still doesn't purchase, a second email is sent 24 hours later, perhaps offering a limited-time free shipping code. This is not about being pushy. It is about providing a convenience that helps the customer complete a transaction they already started. For many U.S. businesses, abandoned cart recovery alone can account for 15 to 20% of their total monthly revenue. Alex also utilizes the split path feature for advanced segmentation. If a subscriber clicks on a link about dark roast in his automated sequence, they are automatically tagged as dark roast interested. This trigger can then launch a separate, specialized automation path that only talks about the nuances of dark roasting. This level of extreme personalization was once reserved for enterprises with 6-figure marketing budgets. In 2026, Sender provides this capability to Alex for free. As Alex builds these flows, he monitors the visual map in the Sender dashboard. Each node shows real-time stats. How many people are currently at that step, the open rate of each specific email, and the click-through rate. If he notices that people are dropping off at the 3rd email in his sequence, he doesn't have to guess why. The data shows him exactly where the friction is. He can then go back into the drag-and-drop builder, refine the copy or the design of that specific email, and the updated version goes live for everyone currently in the flow. The power of automation is that it creates a predictable, repeatable experience for every customer. Whether Alex is roasting beans, sleeping, or on vacation, his automated sales force is working. It is welcoming new leads, sharing his brand values, recovering lost sales, and segmenting his audience based on their actual behavior. This is how you move from the hustle culture into a position of strategic oversight. But even with the most sophisticated automations, you still need to communicate with your entire community at once for product launches, holiday sales, or breaking news. There is an art to the one-off broadcast that automations cannot replace. How do you ensure your mass emails don't get flagged as spam? What are the specific metrics you need to watch to tell if your strategy is actually working? In the next part of this masterclass, we are diving deep into campaigns and advanced analytics. We will look at how to schedule your broadcast for maximum impact, and how to read the data like a professional to make every send more profitable than the last. Your automated machine is running. Now it is time to master the art of the broadcast. While automations are the silent engines that keep your business running in the background, the one-off broadcast campaign is your megaphone. For Alex in Austin, there are moments when a triggered email simply won't suffice. Imagine it is June 2026, and Alex has just secured a rare microlot of high-altitude beans from a small farm in Ethiopia. This is the 2026 solstice roast, and he only has 50 bags. He needs to reach his entire community at once to create a surge of interest. This is where the campaign section of Sender becomes his tactical command center. When Alex clicks on Create Campaign, he is not just sending a message, he is launching a precision strike. The first thing he encounters is the recipient selection. Because Alex has spent time tagging and segmenting his list as we discussed in previous parts, he doesn't have to blast everyone if he doesn't want to. He could choose to send this only to his VIP customer segment, those who have spent over $200 in his shop. Historical trends in the U.S. specialty coffee market suggest that offering early access to your top-tier customers can increase their lifetime value by over 30%. However, for a major launch like the Solstice Roast, Alex selects his entire list. Now we move into the most critical 30 characters of your entire marketing strategy: the subject line. In the 2026 inbox, the competition for attention is ferocious. Alex knows he has to avoid certain words that historical trends have shown trigger the modern, AI-enhanced spam filters of Gmail and Outlook. He avoids using all caps, excessive exclamation points, and high-pressure phrases. Instead, he uses the Sender A/B testing tool. This is a game-changer for any beginner. Alex writes 2 different subject lines. Subject A is straightforward: the 2026 solstice roast is here. Subject B is curiosity-driven: we only have 50 bags of this Ethiopian microlot. Sender's system allows Alex to set a test group. He sends subject A to 10% of his list and subject B to another 10%. The system then waits for 2 hours, monitors which one gets the highest open rate, and automatically sends the winning version to the remaining 80% of his subscribers. This data-driven approach removes the guesswork and ensures that Alex is always leading with his strongest foot. The potential outcome of A/B testing is a significant lift in total opens, sometimes as high as 25% compared to a single untested subject line. Once the campaign is sent, Alex doesn't just walk away and hope for the best. He dives into the Reports tab. In 2026, analytics have moved far beyond simple open and click rates. Sender provides a comprehensive breakdown of how the audience interacted with the content. First, Alex looks at the open rate. However, he is cautious. Since the privacy updates of the early 2020s, open rates can sometimes be inflated by machine-driven prefetches. Alex focuses his attention on the click-through rate, or CTR. Alex also monitors the bounce rate. There are 2 types of bounces he needs to understand: soft bounces and hard bounces. A soft bounce is a temporary issue, like a subscriber's inbox being full. A hard bounce is permanent, meaning the email address no longer exists or is invalid. Sender automatically handles hard bounces by removing those addresses from Alex's active list. The reality of list growth is that it is often a double-edged sword. As Alex's coffee brand continues to gain traction in Austin throughout 2026, his subscriber count naturally climbs toward that 2,500 free tier limit. On the surface, this looks like a resounding success. However, Alex begins to notice a troubling trend in his analytics. His open rates, which used to hover around 40%, have slowly decayed to 22%. This is the silent killer of email marketing known as engagement rot. In the hyper-sophisticated digital landscape of 2026, simply having a large list is not enough. If your list is cluttered with ghosts, subscribers who haven't opened an email in months, you are actively damaging your brand's reputation in the eyes of major mailbox providers. To understand why this happens, we must look at how Gmail and Outlook's AI-driven filters operate in 2026. These systems no longer just look for spammy keywords like free or weight loss. They look at user behavior. If Gmail sees that Alex is sending thousands of emails every week and the majority of recipients are ignoring them, the AI concludes that Alex's content is no longer relevant or wanted. Consequently, Gmail begins to deprioritize Alex's emails, moving them from the primary tab to the promotions tab, or worse, directly to the spam folder. This is a downward spiral. As your deliverability drops, even your most loyal fans stop seeing your messages, leading to even lower engagement. This is why list hygiene is not just a cleaning task. It is a defensive maneuver for your business's survival. Alex decides to take action using Sender's advanced segmentation tools. The first step in a professional hygiene routine is identifying the inactive segment. Inside the Sender dashboard, Alex creates a new segment with a specific set of rules. He defines an inactive subscriber as anyone who has been on the list for more than 90 days, but has not opened a single email in that time frame. In 2026, 90 days is the industry standard for identifying a disengaged user. Historically, the potential outcome of keeping these individuals on your main list is a steady decline in Sender reputation. By isolating them, Alex can treat them differently without risking the health of his entire operation. Once the segment is created, Alex does not immediately delete them. That would be a waste of the effort he spent acquiring those leads. Instead, he launches what is known as a sunset sequence. This is a specialized automation designed to give subscribers one last chance to engage before they are removed. Imagine Sarah from Seattle, who was once a frequent buyer but hasn't opened an email from Alex in 3 months. She is now part of this sunset segment. The automation triggers a 2-part re-engagement flow. The first email in the sequence uses a high-impact, emotional subject line. Alex chooses, "Is everything okay? Or we noticed you have been quiet." This is not about selling coffee. It is about human connection. The body of the email acknowledges that their interests may have changed and asks if they still want to receive updates. He includes a prominent button that says, "Yes, keep me on the list." If Sarah clicks that button, Sender automatically removes the inactive tag, and she is moved back into the main healthy list. This is a critical win for Alex, as he has effectively resurrected a dead lead. However, if Sarah does not click the button, a second email is sent 48 hours later. This one is more direct. "We're saying goodbye." Alex explains that he respects her inbox and doesn't want to send unwanted mail. He informs her that she will be unsubscribed in 24 hours unless she takes action. This transparency builds massive trust, even with those who are leaving. Historically, case studies of US-based e-commerce brands show that these sunset sequences can recover between 5 and 10% of inactive subscribers. While that might seem small, those recovered users are often highly motivated to buy once they realize they were about to lose access to the brand. For the remaining 90% who do not respond, Alex must do the hardest thing in marketing. He hits delete. In the sender interface, he goes to his inactive segment and selects the option to unsubscribe or delete these contacts. This is where many beginners hesitate. They feel like they are shrinking their business. But the reality is the opposite. By removing 500 ghosts from a list of 2,000, Alex's open rates will immediately jump. If he was getting 400 opens on a list of 2,000, that is a 20% open rate. If he gets those same 400 opens on a clean list of 1,500, his open rate is now nearly 27%. This improved percentage signals to the 2026 mailbox filters that Alex is a high-quality sender, ensuring his future emails land in the primary tab for his active customers. Beyond manual cleaning, Alex also utilizes Sender's automated bounce management. We touched on this briefly before, but in the context of list hygiene, it is essential. In 2026, the prevalence of spam traps is higher than ever. A spam trap is an old, abandoned email address that mailbox providers use to catch irresponsible senders. If you send to a spam trap, it is an immediate red flag. Sender's system is designed to identify these patterns and automatically suppress addresses that exhibit bot-like behavior or high bounce rates. Alex ensures that his global suppression list is active, which acts as a shield for his sender reputation. Let's look at a case study of a tech startup in Silicon Valley. They had a list of 50,000 subscribers, but were struggling with an open rate of just 12%. Their emails were consistently landing in the spam folder, and their revenue from email had stalled. After a rigorous hygiene process where they removed nearly 15,000 inactive users and implemented a permanent sunset sequence, their open rate climbed to 31% within 2 months. More importantly, their total revenue from email increased by 20%, even though they were sending to fewer people. This proves the historical trend. Engagement is more valuable than reach. The final layer of deliverability optimization Alex implements is the frequency check. In 2026, consumer fatigue is at an all-time high. Alex uses Sender's reporting tools to see if there is a correlation between how often he sends emails and his unsubscribe rate. If he sees a spike in unsubscribes every time he sends 3 emails in a week, he knows his audience's threshold. He adjusts his strategy to a more sustainable twice-a-week cadence. This data-driven approach ensures that he is staying top of mind without becoming a nuisance. Alex has now mastered the technical and psychological aspects of list hygiene. His list is lean, mean, and highly engaged. He has protected his domain's reputation and ensured that his artisanal coffee brand remains a welcome guest in his customers' inboxes. He has successfully navigated the complexities of the 2026 inbox environment, turning his email marketing from a guessing game into a precision-engineered growth machine. But a healthy list is just the beginning. To truly scale, Alex needs his email marketing tool to work in harmony with the rest of his business. He needs his website, his store, and his social media to feed data back into Sender automatically. He needs a system where a purchase on his website triggers a thank you note in Sender, or a new lead from a Facebook ad is automatically added to his welcome sequence. In the next part of this masterclass, we are going to bridge the gap between your email list and the rest of your digital ecosystem. We are talking about integrations. How do you make Sender talk to Shopify, WordPress, and Zapier to create a seamless high-conversion machine that works even when you are offline? The setup is easy, but the strategy behind it is what separates the masters from the amateurs. The concept of a connected ecosystem is what separates a digital storefront from a high-performance revenue engine. In the fast-moving marketplace of 2026, a marketing tool that exists in a vacuum is a liability. For Alex and Austin, the goal is to create a seamless flow of data where his website, his point-of-sale system, and his email marketing platform operate as a single unified organism. This is the power of integrations. When we talk about integrating Sender with your existing stack, we are moving beyond simple data entry. We are talking about real-time synchronization that allows your business to react to customer behavior the exact millisecond it happens. Historically, the potential outcomes for businesses that successfully integrate their data streams include a 30% reduction in manual administrative tasks and a significant increase in the accuracy of their customer segmentation. Imagine Alex's coffee shop website is built on WordPress, which is the most common scenario for small to medium-sized businesses in the United States today. To bridge the gap, Alex doesn't need to hire an expensive developer. He navigates to the integration section of the Sender dashboard and selects the WordPress plugin. This is a direct native integration. By installing the Sender plugin on his WordPress site and entering his unique API key, Alex has effectively opened a high-speed data highway between his content and his list. The API key, which Alex finds under his account settings in the Security tab, functions as a digital handshake. In 2026, these keys are more secure than ever, using advanced encryption to ensure that his customer data remains private and compliant with evolving U.S. data protection standards. Once the WordPress integration is active, the potential for growth expands. Every time Alex publishes a new blog post about coffee sourcing in Ethiopia, the integration can automatically trigger a notification to a specific segment of his list. But the real magic happens when Alex connects his e-commerce engine, WooCommerce. Through this integration, every purchase Sarah from Seattle makes is instantly recorded in her Sender profile. If Sarah buys a specific French press, WooCommerce tells Sender, and Sender automatically tags her as French press owner. This is the foundation for the hyper-personalized marketing we have discussed. Instead of Alex having to export a CSV of buyers every Friday and manually upload it, the system handles the heavy lifting in the background. This real-time data sync is a cornerstone of professional-grade marketing in 2026. Now, consider a different scenario where Alex uses Shopify for his online store. Shopify is a powerhouse in the US e-commerce space, and Sender's integration with it is even more robust. By connecting Sender to his Shopify store, Alex gains access to deep data integration. This includes not just names and emails, but entire order histories, abandoned cart data, and even the specific products a customer viewed but did not buy. This is known as browse abandonment. Historical trends indicate that browse abandonment sequences have a lower conversion rate than cart abandonment, but they have a much higher reach, making them an essential part of a high-growth strategy. With the Shopify integration, Sender can see that Sarah spent 5 minutes looking at the 2026 solstice roast but didn't add it to her cart. The integration allows Alex to set up an automation that sends Sarah a helpful guide on the flavor profile of that specific roast 2 hours later. This level of responsiveness is only possible through deep integration. However, what happens if Alex uses a tool that does not have a native, direct integration with Sender? This is a common challenge for creators in 2026 who use a variety of specialized apps for scheduling, webinars, or lead generation. This is where the middleman services like Zapier or Make come into play. Think of Zapier as the universal translator of the internet. Inside the Sender dashboard, Alex can connect his account to Zapier. This allows him to create zaps, which are simple if this then that workflows. For example, Alex might use a specialized booking app called Calendly for his private coffee tasting sessions. There is no direct button to connect Calendly to Sender, but through Zapier, Alex can set a rule. If a new booking is created in Calendly, then add that person to the coffee tasting segment in Sender. The technical setup for a Zapier integration is straightforward but requires attention to detail. Alex starts in Zapier and selects his trigger app, which in this case is Calendly. He chooses the trigger event, New Invitee Created. Then he selects Sender as the action app and chooses Add Subscriber as the action. He maps the data fields, ensuring that the name from Calendly goes into the name field in Sender, and the email goes into the email field. He also adds a custom tag like Tasting Lead to the action. By the time Alex finishes his morning espresso, he has built an automated bridge between two completely different platforms. Historical case studies of US startups show that using automation tools like Zapier can save founders upwards of 10 hours a week in data entry alone. Beyond simple lead addition, integrations in 2026 allow for sophisticated revenue tracking. By integrating his payment processor, such as Stripe or PayPal, Alex can see the exact lifetime value of every subscriber directly inside Sender. This data is transformative. It allows Alex to identify his whales, the top 1% of customers who drive the majority of his revenue. He can then create an automation that triggers a personal thank you note or a special gift whenever a customer crosses a certain spending threshold. This is not just marketing, it is relationship management at scale. We must also discuss the role of webhooks for the more technically inclined. While native integrations in Zapier cover 99% of use cases, webhooks allow for even more granular control. A webhook is essentially a notification sent from one server to another. If Alex has a custom-built app for his coffee subscription service, he can use webhooks to tell Sender exactly when a subscription is paused, resumed, or canceled. This ensures his marketing reflects the absolute current state of his customer's relationship with his brand. In 2026, the potential outcomes for businesses that leverage webhooks include near-perfect data accuracy and a highly responsive customer experience. Consider a case study of a boutique fitness studio in Los Angeles. They integrated their booking software with Sender and used behavioral triggers to send workout tips based on the specific classes their members attended. When a member booked a high-intensity interval training class, they automatically received a nutrition guide for recovery. When they booked a yoga class, they received a playlist for mindfulness. This integration-led strategy resulted in a 40% increase in member retention over a 6-month period. They weren't just sending emails. They were providing a value-added service that was perfectly timed to the customer's actions. Alex has now successfully turned Sender into the brain of his operation. It is receiving data from his WordPress site, his Shopify store, his booking apps, and his payment processors. His data is no longer scattered across a dozen different browser tabs. It is centralized, organized, and actionable. He has built a foundation that can support hundreds of thousands of subscribers without increasing his manual workload. He is now operating at a level of efficiency that was previously only available to Fortune 500 companies. But in 2026, the inbox is only one part of the mobile experience. While email remains the king of ROI, there is another channel that is even more immediate, even more personal, and even harder to ignore. To truly dominate the US market, Alex needs to reach his customers where they spend the most time: their text messages. How do you balance the professional nature of email with the urgency of SMS without being annoying? How do you use Sender to orchestrate a multi-channel strategy that hits the right person on the right device at the right time? In the next part of this masterclass, we are going to explore the high-stakes world of SMS marketing. We will look at the legal requirements, the psychology of the text message, and how to combine email and SMS into a devastatingly effective marketing duo. Your engine is connected. Now it is time to turn up the volume. The evolution of a brand from a simple newsletter to a multi-channel powerhouse requires a shift in how you view the digital space. In the United States of 2026, the inbox is the living room, but the text message is the pocket. For Alex in Austin, mastering the balance between these two is the final frontier of his marketing strategy. While email is excellent for storytelling and deep dives into the 2026 Solstice Roast, SMS is the flashbang of marketing, immediate, impossible to ignore, and high impact. Historical trends indicate that while email open rates hover around 20% for healthy lists, SMS open rates consistently sit at a staggering 98%, often within the first 3 minutes of delivery. However, with great power comes extreme regulatory scrutiny. Before Alex sends a single text through Sender, he must navigate the legal landscape of the Telephone Consumer Protection Act, or TCPA. In 2026, the FCC has implemented even stricter guidelines regarding automated text messages to mobile phones. Alex cannot simply take the phone numbers he collected for shipping and start sending marketing blasts. He needs explicit, documented consent specifically for SMS. Inside the Sender dashboard, Alex revisits his lead capture forms. He adds a new, optional field for phone numbers, but he ensures the checkbox for SMS consent is not pre-checked. Historical case studies of U.S. companies that ignored these consent protocols show potential outcomes involving massive class action lawsuits and permanent carrier blacklisting. By ensuring his subscribers actively check that box, Alex is building a list of high-intent buyers who actually want to hear from him on their most personal device. Once the legal foundation is laid, Alex moves to the technical setup of 10DLC, or 10-digit long code registration. In the 2026 ecosystem, U.S. carriers like Verizon and AT&T require all businesses sending SMS to register their brand and their specific use cases. This is not a barrier. It is a filter for quality. Alex submits his business details through sender's interface, providing his EIN and a brief description of the messages he intends to send, such as order updates and flash sale alerts. This registration ensures that his messages are recognized as legitimate business traffic rather than spam. The potential outcome of 10DLC registration is significantly higher delivery rates and a reduced risk of messages being filtered by the carrier's AI-driven security layers. Now let's look at the psychology of the text message. Imagine Sarah from Seattle is walking her dog in a park. She isn't checking her email, but her phone vibrates in her pocket. She sees a message from Alex's coffee shop. Only 10 bags left of the solstice roast. Use code LASTCHANCE for free shipping in the next 2 hours. This is the essence of SMS. Urgency and brevity. Alex knows that in 2026, the character limit is still technically 160 characters per SMS segment. If he goes over that, he uses 2 credits instead of 1. He keeps his copy punchy, places the link at the very beginning or end, and always includes the mandatory stop to opt-out language. Historical trends suggest that providing a clear, easy way to leave actually increases the trust of those who stay. The real mastery, however, lies in the multi-channel automation. Alex doesn't treat SMS as a standalone tool. He uses it as a strategic backup to his email campaigns. He returns to the sender automation builder and opens his welcome sequence. He adds a conditional split. If a new subscriber has provided a phone number and they haven't opened the last 3 emails, the system triggers a gentle SMS check-in. Hey, we sent some brewing tips to your email but didn't want you to miss out. Check your inbox. This is a case study in re-engagement. Instead of bombarding Sarah with more emails she isn't reading, he uses a different channel to point her back to the high-value content he already created. Another high-performance workflow Alex implements is the SMS abandoned cart alert. While an email might sit in an inbox for 6 hours, an SMS sent 30 minutes after a cart is abandoned has a much higher probability of catching the customer while they still have their credit card nearby. Imagine if Sarah added a French press to her cart but got distracted by a phone call. An SMS arriving 45 minutes later saying, "Your French press is ready to ship. Complete your order here," can be the final nudge needed to complete the transaction. In 2026, U.S. e-commerce brands using this dual-channel approach, email first, then SMS for high-intent actions, have observed a potential outcome of a 15% increase in recovered revenue compared to email-only strategies. Alex also utilizes the quiet hours feature in Sender. In the United States, sending a marketing text at 3 a.m. is not just a breach of etiquette. In some states, it can lead to legal complications. Sender allows Alex to set a blackout period based on the subscriber's time zone. This ensures that a customer in New York isn't woken up by a text sent from Austin at 9 p.m. Central Time. This level of respect for the customer's personal space is what builds long-term brand loyalty. Consider the case study of a boutique apparel brand in Florida. They launched a limited edition summer collection using only email and saw a respectable 6% conversion rate. For their next launch, they integrated SMS as a 2-hour early access alert for their top tier of subscribers. The SMS went out at 10 a.m., followed by the general email at 12 p.m. The potential outcome was a sellout of their most popular sizes before the email even hit the general list. The urgency of the text message drove immediate action, creating a psychological ripple effect of scarcity and social proof that fueled the rest of the campaign. As Alex monitors his SMS reports in Sender, he tracks the click-through rate and the cost per click. SMS is not free like the basic tier of email. It involves carrier fees and credit costs. Therefore, Alex is extremely selective. He doesn't send a weekly text newsletter. He saves SMS for the highest value moments: the flash sales, the back-in-stock alerts for high-demand items, and the personalized birthday offers. By treating the text message as a premium channel, he ensures that when Sarah sees a notification from his shop, she knows it is actually worth her attention. Alex has now successfully built a synchronized, multi-channel marketing machine. His emails handle the nurturing, the education, and the brand building, while his SMS handle the speed and the final conversion. He has moved beyond being a beginner and is now operating with the sophistication of a seasoned marketing director. He has used a free tool to build a system that rivals expensive enterprise software, all while maintaining a personal, human touch with his audience in Austin and beyond. But as the list grows and the complexity of these multi-channel flows increases, a new challenge arises. How do you ensure that you aren't just sending messages but actually building a community? How do you move from a one-way broadcast to a two-way conversation? And most importantly, as we reach the end of this masterclass, how do you scale this entire system to 10,000, 50,000, or 100,000 subscribers without losing the soul of your brand? In the 10th and final part of this deep dive, we are going to look at advanced growth tactics and long-term strategy. We will explore how to transition from the free tier to a professional plan when the time is right, how to leverage user-generated content in your emails, and the secret to building a brand that survives the next decade of digital shifts. We have built the machine. Now it is time to lead the movement. To lead a movement in the digital landscape of 2026, Alex and Austin must transition from being a broadcaster to being a community leader. We have spent the last 9 parts of this masterclass building the technical infrastructure, the automated workflows, and the multi-channel triggers. But the ultimate potential outcome of a high-growth strategy is not just a list of 2,500 names. It is a self-sustaining ecosystem where your subscribers become your primary marketing department. This is the stage of advanced growth tactics and long-term brand legacy. Alex is now standing at the threshold where his free sender account has reached its maximum capacity. He is at 2,499 subscribers. This is not a moment of limitation. It is a moment of graduation. Imagine if Alex could turn every single one of his subscribers into a brand ambassador. In 2026, the cost of customer acquisition on paid social platforms has reached an all-time high due to increased competition and privacy restrictions. This has led to the resurgence of the referral loop. Inside the Sender Builder, Alex implements a referral block in his weekly newsletter. He creates a simple incentive. If a subscriber refers 3 friends to the newsletter, they receive a digital voucher for 10% off their next order. Historically, referral programs integrated directly into email marketing have shown the potential to grow a list by 20 to 30% organically without a single dollar of ad spend. Alex uses Sender's custom fields to track these referrals. When Sarah from Seattle forwards the email and her friend clicks the unique sign-up link, Sender automatically increments Sarah's referral count. Once she hits 3, a triggered automation sends her the reward. This is a case study in low-cost, high-velocity growth. However, growth is nothing without trust, and in 2026, trust is fueled by user-generated content or UGC. The era of the overly polished corporate photoshoot is fading. Customers want to see real people in real kitchens brewing real coffee. Alex starts a campaign called the Morning Ritual. He asks his subscribers to reply to his email with a photo of their morning coffee setup. This serves 2 purposes. First, it creates a two-way conversation. When a subscriber replies, it signals to mailbox providers like Gmail that this is a highly engaged, personal relationship, which further boosts Alex's deliverability. Second, Alex takes these photos and, with permission, drags them into his next Sender campaign using the drag-and-drop builder. Seeing Sarah from Seattle's sun-drenched kitchen with a bag of solstice roast creates a level of social proof that no professional advertisement can replicate. Historical trends suggest that emails featuring UGC see a 28% higher engagement rate than those with standard stock or brand imagery. As Alex prepares to cross the 3,000 subscriber mark, he looks at the transition from the free tier to a professional plan. This is where many entrepreneurs hesitate, but the math in 2026 is clear. By using the advanced analytics we discussed in Part 6, Alex knows that his email list is generating an average of $4 per subscriber per month. With 2,500 subscribers, his list is a $10,000 a month asset. Transitioning to a paid plan that allows for 5,000 subscribers might cost him less than the price of a single bag of high-end coffee beans. The ROI is undeniable. When you reach this stage, you aren't paying for a tool. You are investing in the expansion of your most profitable sales channel. Alex views this not as an expense, but as the necessary fuel for his next stage of growth. In this professional tier, Alex unlocks even more advanced features within Sender, such as predictive churn modeling. In 2026, Sender's AI engine analyzes subscriber behavior to identify who is likely to unsubscribe before they actually do it. If the AI notices that a longtime customer like Sarah has stopped opening the last 4 emails and hasn't visited the website in 30 days, it flags her account. Alex has a specialized automation ready for this exact scenario. It is a high-value, personal re-engagement offer that is triggered only for those at high risk of churning. This proactive approach to list retention is a hallmark of elite U.S. brands. Case studies have shown that predictive retention can reduce list attrition by up to 15%, saving thousands of dollars in reacquisition costs over the long term. But the real secret to surviving the next decade of digital shifts is building a brand soul. Alex decides to move away from the no-reply email culture. He encourages his subscribers to talk back. He sets his reply to address to his personal business email and actually spends 30 minutes every Friday responding to his customers. In 2026, where AI-generated content is everywhere, the human touch is a premium commodity. When Sarah receives a personal reply from the founder of the coffee shop she loves, her loyalty is cemented. She isn't just a subscriber, she is a fan for life. This is the intangible asset that protects Alex from any future algorithm changes or market downturns. Let's look at a case study of a US-based subscription box company that focused entirely on this community-centric model. They used their email list not just to sell, but to pull their audience on new product ideas, share behind-the-scenes struggles of the founders, and highlight subscriber stories. Within 2 years, they had a list of 50,000 people with a 45% open rate, nearly double the industry average. Their customers felt like they were part of the brand's journey. When they eventually launched a premium membership, they reached their annual goal in 48 hours because the trust was already built. As we conclude this 10-part masterclass, Alex's journey from a beginner to a master of Sender is complete. He has gone from a scattered social media strategy to owning a precision-engineered, multi-channel, automated marketing machine. He has mastered the technicalities of SPF and DKIM, the psychology of the subject line, the art of the automation workflow, the necessity of list hygiene, and the power of SMS. He is no longer at the mercy of the digital landlords. He owns his land, he knows his people, and he has the tools to speak to them whenever he chooses. The landscape of 2026 will continue to evolve. New regulations will emerge, new devices will change how we consume content, and AI will continue to rewrite the rules of engagement. But the fundamental principle of email marketing will remain the same: value, relevance, and trust. By using a tool like Sender, you have the flexibility to adapt to these changes without being weighed down by massive overhead or technical debt. You have built a system that respects the subscriber, follows the law, and drives measurable growth. Now it is your turn. You have the blueprint. You have seen how Alex in Austin transformed his coffee shop using these exact steps. The machine is ready for you to build. The only thing standing between where you are now and a thriving independent digital asset is the first step of account setup. Do not wait for the perfect moment or for your list to be larger. Start today, start for free, and start with the intention of building something that lasts. The era of the rented audience is over. The era of the owned audience has begun. While this masterclass has given you the foundational and advanced strategies for Sender, the digital marketing world never stands still. There are always new ways to optimize your conversion rates and new psychological triggers to explore in your copywriting. If you are ready to take these principles and apply them to your specific industry, the next step is to look at how these email strategies integrate with your broader content ecosystem. Would you like me to develop a specialized deep dive series on high conversion copywriting for the 2026 inbox to complement what you have learned here?